Hey guys, it's Vishali here. So I've just been to Antonio Conte's pre-Swansea press conference, and I'm not really going to talk about the game on Saturday at the Liberty Stadium. I'm going to talk more about sort of the best bits from this press conference, and the first of which was all the talk about Mohamed Salah. Now, of course, he used to be a Chelsea player. He was allowed to leave when Jose Mourinho was manager for Roma in a permanent deal 2 years ago. He spent one season in Italy at Roma, and then of course he's come back to Liverpool and he has had a superb season. He scored 43 goals in all competitions, and Jose Mourinho did an interview this week and he was asked about Mohamed Salah and whether or not, because a lot of the criticism has been directed at Mourinho because of course he was manager when Salah was allowed to leave, and he insisted that it wasn't his decision to let Salah go to Roma. It was his decision, a collective decision, he said, to let him go on loan, but he kind of was putting the blame on Chelsea. Now, Antonio Conte was asked about Mohamed Salah today, and he wouldn't say whether or not he felt it was a mistake, because he said you have to look at Salah the player a couple of years ago compared to the one who he is now, and the fact that he developed so much in Italy that you can't say for sure whether it was a mistake that Chelsea let him go. Obviously now it looks like a mistake in hindsight, but yeah, that was probably one of the most interesting bits from the press conference today, as was Conte saying that if Chelsea beat Swansea on Saturday, the pressure will be piled on Tottenham. Now, Tottenham obviously lead Chelsea in terms of the race for a top four spot by 5 points. Chelsea beat Swansea, they cut that gap to 2 points. And of course, Tottenham haven't won in their last 3 games in all competitions. And so you kind of do wonder how much pressure the Spurs players will be feeling when they host Watford on Monday night at Wembley, and whether or not that could actually impact the end result. Conte certainly seemed to think that it will be enough, a win over Swansea will be enough to pile the pressure on Spurs, and that's what he's asked his team to kind of go out and just, make sure they get all 3 points at the Liberty Stadium. The third most interesting bit from today's presser was the fact that David Luiz has returned to training and could actually feature before the end of the season. Now, of course, he's been out. I think his last appearance was against Watford away in February. Of course, he's had a series of injuries. Most of them have been to do with his knee. It's forced him to go and see a specialist, but apparently he's returned to training and he could make an appearance before the end of the season. Chelsea got 5 more games in all competitions, including the FA Cup final against Manchester United. So he's got a little bit of time to get back before the end of the season. Now, I'll have another vlog after Chelsea plays Swansea on Saturday to see how they performed after, of course, kind of getting back to winning ways in the last couple of weeks.